What's that? What's that? Take that. Cold. They don't look friendly. Oh. Let's see. Let's see. Welcome to the Society Guild shop.
Have you found the bandits? Ah, you're saving my life, stranger. I do not know how to thank you. Please, take one of my horses. Mayhap there are more noble horses in Catalan, but this is the best I have. Farewell.
Greet the gods. Ah, that's interesting. Over there. Let's see. What's that?
Welcome to the House of the Enlightened. Does my master expect you?
Does he have to expect me?
Nay, but it is better if people tell us when they will come. No matter, this is your first time. Then I must warn you that we do not tolerate any improper behavior here.
Not a hearty welcome, methinks.
'Tis a precaution. Talmont turned dangerous last year. Even the Enlightened is not safe now, despite all the good he does in the community.
Problems?
You could say that. Those strange murders in Comorin and Covengor, there is a legend involved, and most people believe it.
Why do you care?
Local people say that Iron Shoes never appears without a reason. Someone has disturbed his slumber.
What or who is this Iron Shoes?
No one knows for sure, but I saw the murdered ones with my own eyes.
'Tis likely someone used the Iron Shoes legend to settle old scores.
Nay, not this time, believe me. People say that the Enlightened One should do something, or even that he summons Iron Shoes himself. Dangerous times indeed. The Enlightened One? I have never met anyone who speaks like he. No matter who comes here, nobleman or peasant, he treats them all as equals. And that is magic, a gift from the gods.
Why do they all come here?
And why are you here? For information, consolation, good advice? Enough to make people travel for many miles? Farewell.
Greetings. Have you come here to see the Enlightened?
Do you work for him?
Errands, guard duty. The Enlightened travels a lot. He needs someone to care for his property when he is away.
That sounds like a good job.
Indeed. Rake and I did many things before the Enlightened found us and took us away from Kudenar. Have you heard about the orcs?
Aye. Who has not by now?
Castle Hadeborg has surely fallen by now. They say it cannot fall, but I was there before the siege started, and they did not have enough provisions for a long siege.
Why did you come north?
We had a difference of opinion with a jury. They wanted to hang us, and Enlightened saved us. We thought he must be mad to take two murderers as private guards, but, well, we knew nothing of his talents then.
And what of his talents now then?
Do not show disrespect for the Enlightened, and never underestimate him. Many have learned that to their cost.
Useful information. However, I think I must leave now.
Do you have such need for haste?
Indeed. What can you tell me about the neighborhood?
Gorlin is up there. Mostly thieves and Giritsa men. But honest smugglers can be found too, if you look hard enough. But avoid Gorlin unless you seek real problems. And never enter the Dwarven ruins. They are haunted.
The ruins? Where are they?
They are not far from here. Some people from Gorlin searched for Dwarven machinery there, and they simply vanished. Or so I heard, anyway. Be warned. I sense a soul in search of answers. What troubles you, my friend? Is your wife dissatisfied with your vigor? Has a strange illness befallen your animals? Or is it a greedy neighbor? Nay, your problems are graver than that. I see it clearly. You wish to have revenge, do you not? Who is it? A rival? A treacherous woman? Why do you seek the enlightenment of the gods?
Of what gods do you speak?
What god do you need most? They all speak to me when given the proper offering. Show me how much you are willing to pay, and I will tell you if you will get your answers.
Do you speak thus to all who consult you? How can it be that the Highlanders have not yet covered you in tar and feathers?
My friend, a man must speak many different languages. I give them what they need, but you are in need of something else. Aye, there is always a chance that someone will not like what they hear. At such times, Jar and Rake get some exercise, but not often, not often. To business, to business. I heard of a bounty hunter who wanders around, asks difficult questions, and draws attention to himself. I am sure he is in need of much information.
You are indeed aware of what people wish to know. What do you want in return for this?
Nothing this time. Mayhap in the future I may ask you for some small favor, but not today.
I will remember that.
I hope you will. But tell me, young man, what do you wish to know? We have war here. On the one side, there is Skeldon House, which has ruled the region since King Emrys' council passed an edict. On the other, we have the former ruler, Ultar Karga and his clan. Clan Karga arrived in Talmont over 90 years ago. At that time, even the dwarves did not wish to live here. The land was completely destroyed. The Groms were as powerful then as they are today, and barbarian tribes from the glacier ventured to the very walls of Tarbakin, which was a dwarven fortress in those days. Rumor has it that the dwarves fled because of the taint, but I do not believe it. I had many dealings with that race, and I tell you, you cannot fathom their ways. Unless you are a dwarf, of course. The Karga clan proved to be tough but able Highlanders. They helped newcomers to settle in. They also repaired a large part of the ancient dwarven citadel and turned it into the city of Tarbakin.
So, Talmont was colonized within the last 90 years?
Do not forget that dwarves tolerated human settlements even before the Treaty of Covengor. But only the destitute sought succor here at that time. Satrius, King Emrys' father, stood behind the Karga clan then. The clan provided stability in this region, a valuable region for the king, for many reasons.
Mineral deposits?
More than that. When the dwarves moved north and allowed no one to cross the Yarut boundary, Tarbakin was the best place and the safest place for trade. And without Clan Karga, Tarbakin would not exist today.
Why are they now rebels? And what of House Skeldon?
Politics and gold, my friend. Since the dwarves cut off any contact with us 5 years ago, Talmont brought in hardly any revenue, and the orcs only made things worse. So someone in the Royal Council decided that the Karga clan should relinquish their power.
I take it they did not wish to do this?
Would you?
Why cannot Skeldon House put an end to the rebellion? Is the Karga clan so strong?
This is Talmont, friend. Dwarven ruins, mines, and places to hide are everywhere. And the clan knows this country better than anybody else. After all, 'tis their home. Tarbakin is the largest in the region. When they founded it, the Karga clan could not know that it would one day become the fortress of their sworn enemies. There are also other settlements, mostly fortified villages, but they prosper not. Comorin, the woodcutter's village, is almost deserted now, and Kovengor has seen better days. There are also mines and the excavations, but 'tis better you avoid that place. 'Tis a prison. Rebels, people who could not pay taxes, bandits, and other lawbreakers are forced to work there. Skeldon House earns much from it.
How do they earn so much?
With dwarven artifacts. When the orcs marched north during the war, the dwarves hid or left behind many treasures. 'Tis possible that Ebrat Skeldon found one of these.
And the dwarves? They had more than 200 years to dig for their lost treasure.
Mayhap they did not know where to look. Or mayhap the keepers of the treasure died before they could pass on its location. Who knows? Those were strange days.
And the Karga clan, where are they now?
If the rebels wish it so, they will show you. Do not ask me. The Karga clan are unhappy with me of late. I do not wish to antagonize them more. Ah, the taint. People do not speak much of it. They prefer to pretend that it does not exist.
Strange indeed.
Mayhap. But the taint does not appear everywhere and is quite predictable. Highlanders are very practical people. If something leaves them alone, then they leave it alone. If Groms burn their village, or Iron Shoes breaks into their houses and kills their families at night, those are troubles they can understand.
What is this Iron Shoes?
At least 5 villagers from Comorin and Kovengor lost their relatives because of it. It is something that kills people stealthily in the night. You wake up and see your wife lying dead beside you, and no one has seen or heard anything.
Iron Shoes, you say?
Indeed. Catalan was not ready for war. Not for an orc war of such ferocity. However, there are questions of greater import.
What questions, pray?
Have you heard of the prophet who united the orcs in 340? 5 years have passed, and still we have no inkling of his identity.
How can this be? Is he an orc?
No one knows. If he is an orc, then he has won their esteem more than any orc before him. And the orc hordes are united now in their common belief in this prophet. They will not stop until they have what they want. Did you know that they seek the tomb of Azeral?
Their god.
There is a legend that he is not dead, only imprisoned in a metal tomb. Verily, only a legend. But the orcs search for it diligently, and they do not search alone.
Who searches with them?
My sources tell me that there is someone else who looks for the tomb. Skilled enough to remain in the shadows, but he leaves some traces of his passing.
What kind of traces?
Too many questions asked on the subject of Azeral in too many places for it to be mere coincidence. Those are traces. Something is afoot, and whether 'twill be good or bad for Catalan, no one can tell. Keep your eyes open.
that. Ah, the power. Let's see.